here we are, what are we, a month now? A month since we made our little step back a second so that we could go forward for the rest of eternity. Appreciate all you guys. Appreciate what you do every day, making those calls. Todd, can you give me an update on just what we have for possibly April phone calls? April outbound. Do you have that in front of you? April.
I do. I've got our top three. So top three most dials. We got Vincent with 2,701 calls so far. Nick's at 2,500. Ben's got 2,100 calls in. We've got Jared K. He's sitting at 196K, and he's number one for the month of April so far. We got Alex G at 171. Dave Robards at 142. We've had 77 deals so far this month, and we're sitting at $1.3 million for the month so far. We're just getting warmed up.
Okay, that's 1.3 million in gross contract value.
Correct.
Because this is going to be public, so any of you guys out there, for the rest of the world, I'm going to go ahead and make this a public video. So you guys put your best smile on, your best look on. And I'm sharing this with the public so that you guys see, everybody out there sees people are still doing business. We do twice the number of outbound calls today. I think that's right, Todd, that we used to do to get the business, but we're doing twice the number of calls. And I guess a month ago, about 3 weeks ago, March 23rd, you guys, we all gathered into a room. I think that was the exact date. It was Monday. It was a Monday. No, that was a Friday, right? When we did that meeting, y'all know what day that was?
It was Friday the 20th.
No, it was a Friday. It was a Friday.
It was Friday the 20th.
Yeah.
March
So
20th.
almost 1 month ago, Friday, March 20th, a day before my birthday, which didn't feel like a birthday this year. As you guys know, the day before that, we let some people go, and I didn't want to let people go. I regretted letting those people go. 40 of the 42 people we have on a list, we're still hoping to bring back. We're still hoping to bring these people back. 2 of them we're not going to bring back because it just so happens they're not worth bringing back. But the other 40, we want to. So you guys are going to make that possible because of your production. In addition to that, I just want to announce some bonuses. I don't know if there's an order here. Where's Winfred?
That's Elliot.
Oh, Elliot.
Right here, Elliot.
It's Winfred Bernard on here.
Yeah, it's family name.
I got a little check for you, bro, from your production at the 10X Growth Conference. I guess I can't show the numbers there, but that becomes an issue.
Yeah.
It's $99.91.60. $10,000.
Appreciate you.
Kevin Kilday, $9,098. We're going backwards now. Okay. Keith Lee, $5,698. We got Benjamin. Benjamin, you got a check coming for $55.28. This is from the Growth Conference again, and from, I guess, other production. Jeremy, $43.06.91. Hope you're happy with that one. I wish it was bigger. Michael Shield. Let me hold that. No, these some monster checks right now. Michael, how much you expecting?
But above 10, hopefully above 10.
Okay. Let me put you off then. Jack Lombard, 16,952. Bingo, coming to you, bro. I know you
phones.
put it, huh?
You stand
He
for
stands for
phones.
phones.
You stands for phones?
For
He's a
us.
receptionist.
He started
He's
at
a
reception.
receptionist.
Oh yeah. You just want to share your story real quick, Jack?
Where's contract Jack? Is he on there?
Where's Jack?
Jack, you're muted. Jack, unmute.
I got you.
Can you hear me?
Go ahead, Jack. Tell your story, Jack.
I mean, how much story do you want? Like, how far do you want me to go back?
Well, when did you start with the company? Where did you come from? And then what was your first job?
So, came from Pennsylvania and doing construction, small town, no dreams, no hopes. Everybody just either works in a factory or basically, there's nobody out there. So found Grant and came down for a boot camp. Actually, Jared K., who's on the call, actually cold called me from a product order. He told me to come down to the boot camp, yada, yada, yada. And basically, I came to work for Grant as a receptionist. I've never made more than like $30,000 in my life. And I just started answering phones. I wanted to be on the sales team. They wouldn't let me, no experience, yada, yada, yada. So I just had to prove myself over and over and over. And Grant's training is the only thing that helped me take my game, my skills to the next level. And, you know, I got promoted, a couple promotions to the sales team. And like he just said, I just had a $16,000 check. Like my dad was on disability. He made $800 a month in my family. My mom, she made like $2,400 salary a month. So like I've been poor my whole life. So to make 16 grand in one check is just unbelievable. And the fact that like Grant's allowing us to have this opportunity, it's just mind blowing, you know. And it's not just us on the calls, it's everybody around the world he's affecting. So, you know, this opportunity is big for me and everybody on this call. So I really love the organization, the team, the leaders, and each and every salesperson that's actually cranking every single day, because this is the motivation we have. Like, I love everybody on the call. I know I don't say it much. I'm kind of quiet, but I love everybody here. So thank you.
Thanks, buddy. Thank you. And Jack, you're an inspiration for, when did you come here? A year ago?
2 years.
2 years ago. Okay. So I didn't even pay attention to you the first year. Sorry, man. But, and I know you were trying to get our attention, but you started in a job that pays 10 or 12 bucks an hour as a receptionist. It should be an inspiration to everybody right now that's unemployed or you got cut. Find a good company that you can work in where there's leadership. You know, Jack said he's getting $16,000 in one day, but he's been working at this for at least 2 years that I know of, training, practicing, role playing. This is not the results of one day, but a lot of work that he put into this and a lot of discipline to get himself in a position. And he's the one that came over here. He's the one that took the job. He's the one that took the job as a receptionist, probably not the job he wanted. He's the one that was turned down over and over and persisted and didn't quit. So that's kind of what it takes today. And here we are in the biggest economic contraction of my lifetime, and he's getting a bonus check for 16 grand. Look, I'm just sharing this with the biggest checks. Otherwise, we'd have what, 55 people or something on the phone?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So Jack, congratulations. Alexander Grant, $16,722. Powwow. Okay. Jared, you want to tell your story, man? Because you brought Billy to the place, man. That's an awesome story.
Dude, well, I thank my lucky stars because I tried to sell you an aquarium and I almost talked you out of it. I think I did.
You did.
So, you know, I did. But, you know, I started out in construction. My dad had a plumbing HVAC company, and like I always tell the story on the phone. And my dad drove me to school. He made a left-hand turn. I went to work with him. Made a right-hand turn. I went to school, man. I went to work more often. And, man, my dad worked 7 days a week, man. He wouldn't even stop for lunch. He worked so hard. Like, you know, I would say, "Hey, Papa, I'm hungry." He'd be like, "Hey, man, we'll go get something to eat. Here's some money." He'd stay working. I smoked cigarettes. You know, he smoked like 3 or 4 packs a day, and he would smoke while he's working. Never he went outside to take a break. He'd just smoke in there. Like, "Sir, you can't smoke here." And he'd say, "Okay," and he'd still do it. You know, but it was just work ethic. Like, you know, for me, like I saw the successful people. Like Dave tells a story. Like I was working in these people's homes, and dude, they were in sales. Like they would ask, like if Dave tells a great story, and same thing,
customers were in sales.
Yeah. So, but for me, so how I ended up I got in a sales job. I sold timeshare, and somehow I ended up. It wasn't very good. I didn't believe in the timeshare. I ended up into the aquarium sales, and man, it was the hardest thing I've ever had to sell because it was a pure want. It wasn't a need. Yeah. And found Grant, and you know, I just started working. I mean, the first thing I heard from you was just shorten the sales process. I was told that we need to have a 3 or 4 month sales process, and I was just like, man, that can't be. So they come in the aquarium, into the showroom. I say, "Hey, you're staying in a room of, you know, $100,000 to $200,000 aquariums. Have you seen enough to make a decision?" And well, I'm like, "Yeah, we like this one right here." And I was like, "Man, I can't believe it. I'm in a deal." So it just started working. I got on Cardone U, had to borrow the money to get on Cardone U. And within 3 months, had the whole thing paid off. And Lo and behold, I got Billy the Fish. I'm like, I got Billy the Fish because you had the water pitch going on. So I'm like, man, what a perfect opportunity to come in and instead of selling the glass of water, I'll bring the fishbowl. And, I had the opportunity, came inside, and I didn't even know who Todd was. I really didn't know. I knew Steve and Dave. I was following you guys on the scope trains, the things you guys were doing. And every day I'd come in and I'd be like, Todd, check this out, man. I got another, as I'm cleaning the fishbowl, I'd talk with everybody. I'd say, check this out. It's got another check, 50 grand deposit on this aquarium, man. Grant stuff's working. And just every time I come in there, every 2 weeks I come there, take care of Billy, and probably the best thing I ever did.
Yeah.
Right? His name was Willie at first, but Grant's like, man, we got to change him to Billy because I'm going after Billy. Right?
Yeah,
billionaire.
Yeah. So Jared,
Todd's like, hey, why don't you just come here and work?
Yeah, your check, bro, is for $20,576. Guys, this guy just
appreciate it.
Watching, like, if you guys don't know the story, like he kept trying to sell me an aquarium. He never did. And he gave us a fish called Billy, a little goldfish. I think one of them died. He replaced
beta fish. He died.
Yeah, then Billy the second came along. And Mike Shield probably killed the first one. So, and then, but again, here's a story of a guy that hung in there, found out he was probably in the wrong vehicle, being the aquarium business. Slid over, found a YouTube of me that helped him. You guys that are out there finding me and you're liking the material, it's helped you. Think about coming to work for us. Okay, I can never hire too many salespeople. These are particularly highly productive, ethical, self-disciplined team members that are willing to work with others and get the business done. So great job, Jared, making that happen. Joseph.
Thank you.
Zaga.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. Dude, awesome what you've done. $24,143, bro.
Wow. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, the reason I'm telling everybody publicly, Sherry was like, you think we should make this public? I'm like, the IRS knows, so these guys aren't going to care. Okay?
That's true.
Big Dave Robards. How long you been with me, Dave?
6.5 years.
$25,450.
Damn. All right.
What you going to do with your money?
Well, I put all my money in Cardone Capital. I've been doing it since 2017. I just keep sliding it in and stacking that. The goal is 10 million because at 10 million, I'll probably get paid about 600 grand a year. And then I'm going to feel okay.
That's awesome, Dave. Okay. And Dave tried to sell me a product too, right, Dave?
That's right. I was selling you a $2,500 product. And then by the end of the call, it flipped and my company bought a $35,000 product from you.
Yeah.
And then I was like,
he called me one night, like 9:30 at night. I was with my kid. I said, hang on a second. I got to talk to this guy. He tried to pitch me. I reversed the pitch, sold his company 10X, 12X, actually, what he was trying to sell me. So Steve Spray, great story, comes from a farm. Look how Steve is dressed. Just want to give a big shout out to Steve and his tie today, and also to Marcelo. You guys are real professionals. Your check, dude, is for 32,787 Boney Maronis.
I am.
That's awesome. Y'all want to do another 10X growth conference?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Michael Bonnet, who's not on the call, I think he's worried about the coronavirus actually being an electronic transmission. His check is for $35,729. And we got Michael Shield, I held for last, $39,900.
Damn.
Shield, how did you get here?
Man, through a couple other people that were already working within the organization, and I used your content in my last job, and had the opportunity to get an interview, right? And after 8 months of actually thinking about it, interview with Todd Straw, and the rest is history. And we're sitting here today. So
awesome, man. Awesome. Really appreciate all of you. Appreciate your hard work. People don't know how heavy that phone gets. Sometimes that phone is like, that little thing right there is like, oh my God, man. I don't even know if I can make another one. So I know what it takes to pick up a phone. I know what it takes to cold call a front door. I know what it takes to follow up people that are saying, don't call me anymore. I'm not interested. And at this time with this economy so uncertain and so many people scared and so many people consuming bad news, one, it gets even more difficult. And number two, it gets more important for you guys to be making these calls, because regardless of whether or not we make the sale and actually help the company, you're helping them by making the call. Because I know people are hanging up on you saying to themselves, I wonder why we're not doing this. Why aren't we making these calls? Why do they keep calling me back and we don't call people back? So it's not all about just the money. Okay. It's about, but you do have money to go spend in the marketplace. I strongly suggest you spend some of this money so you help out your local business. It's not just about making the money though. It's about being a good example of what it takes to make a company work and to make a household prosperous so that you guys are flourishing even when things are very uncertain. So I really appreciate all of you. Do the right things with this money. Okay. Cash is trash. If it sits around long, it'll find that trash can. All right. Thank you guys. Good job.
Thank you.
Grant.
Thank you.
Be great. I'll see you guys on YouTube.
All right.